Here's everything I bought from Japan on a budget. Before we jump into the actual things that I bought, I will explain one thing. Now, budget is completely subjective. Some people will say that I spent too much, or that's probably not within their budget, and some people say that I spend too little. Now, this is my budget. I just want to clarify that before you like see everything, you think, whoa, what's she on about? It's just to clarify that. Now, the first one, or the first category that I want to really jump into is food, which is obviously very important to me because food is literally what my channel is based on. Let's start with the savory stuff. Starting off, we've got two of the most common sort of things that you might want to bring home, and it's the Dashi base. So the Dashi base is made out of like Bonito Flakes. This is from a really cool like food department store. It was actually really cheap. You can find these in the supermarket. You can also find these in other areas as well, like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, things like that. Super handy, I think, as an ingredient if you love making Japanese food at home. I also got 2 other packs as well, and I also got some for my family. This is dried kelp. We bought this in the same place as the food department for the Bonito Flakes. However, I did find a couple of other places to buy them, so don't worry, keep searching. These weren't actually that expensive. They do look a bit bougie though, but they're really cool for gifts. In terms of like finding those ingredients, you can also do a really good like shop in like much bigger supermarkets if you go outside of town. So please be aware of that it is not just like convenies and food departments. I did go to local supermarkets as well just to scour their shelves. I love doing that because you learn so much about their culture and the sort of foods that they kind of eat every day instead of what we see in the restaurants. Moving on to savoury snacks, I got 2. Now, savoury snacks is not the most common thing I see on like line trending or anything like that, but I thought these were really cool. And to be honest with you, my family are very well versed in these sort of snacks because we had them in Vietnam and in like Asia, other parts of Asia as well. So it's not too unfamiliar for us, but I really craved it, and I don't even drink beer, but they're great snacks. First one is dried squid. This is really awesome actually. These are already pre-sliced dried squid. You can literally buy these in supermarkets. Don Quixote has them as well. Similar to the other one, but the cheese squid just really caught my eye. I have no idea. I'm gonna give it a try, so check out my little short that I'm gonna make in the future as well. This is a deep roasted sesame dressing. I can't tell you how this has a chokehold on me. When I first tried it at the flat udon noodle place, I had to come back with it. I know you can get this in the UK because I have seen it in Tins and certain shops like that. You'll never get it cheaper, like Japan. But also I got a litre because, importantly, I'm in need of this. Now, of course, as a good influencer, lol, or been influenced really, I did get the Kitkats. I didn't go overboard because I didn't see the hype. We're not a big Kitkat family, but when I tried my first one, I instantly regretted it. So don't do what I did. Just buy it. Just trust me, enjoy it, and just go for it. These were fairly well priced in Don Quixote. Don Quixote's pricing can vary from like being the cheapest option to being a little bit more expensive than the others. It's just about research. Now, first one, strawberry. Really cool actually. The packaging's amazing. Each packet has 10. So if you're wondering why it's so little, it's because it's the little bars, and it's not like it's sold like the way in the UK is. But these are quite delicious. My favourite, peach. These are awesome. They have strong peach flavour, and I think definitely a winner for the family as well. They're super pretty as souvenirs, and I can't see it going wrong. I found these for 290, 260 yen in Don Quixote. Now you can mark that up with like some of the like convenies that sold it for like something like 400, 500. So again, you win some and you lose some. That's probably the best way to explain it. And then the classic matcha, also another favorite of mine. Really fun, like super cool like souvenirs if you don't know what to get your family and friends. And one of my favorite candies is the rabbit, or the milk rabbit sweets, whatever. Now Japan has their own one. It's like they use the Hokkaido milk. This girl, I literally took 2 bags home and I regret not getting more. They were so tasty. Like, what the hell? This is the plum blossom like sweet. right? This specific branding is like one of my favorite. I can't explain to you. It tastes, it's like, so it's Sakura base, and I guess that's very like relative to the actual March and April months where it's blossom season, but it tastes like plum combined with perilla leaf. That's how good it tastes. There is nothing that I could compare this to, because there's no candy, boiled candy I mean, that can compare to this. We're going to move on to teas. Now, these are bought from Don Quixote purely because we are completely hooked with it. After our trip, I found myself craving green tea and like hojicha so much. And the best way to do it, especially not in terms of like getting the most expensive one, we're getting the sort of tea bag versions. And like, now these tea bags versions make up to about half a litre to a litre. You can tell from the instructions you can do it cold or hot, and to be fair, like this is the kind of tea that you brew, like especially for like a massive group of people, and 50 goes a long way. And the same with the hojicha bag. These were bought in Don Quixote, very good price as well. So if you're looking for these sort of like souvenirs, and I'm not talking about matcha powders by the way, that's a very different category of tea, but these are like sort of the inexpensive, the ones that you want to get as like a, oh, I want to savor that Japan experience without spending a great deal of money on tea bags. These are your, like, these are the ones, because they're great. We bought 4 bags, some were presents, some for us. Now onto the matcha. I'm not gonna lie to you, everyone was like on the hunt. It were like the truffle pigs that they're sniffing out truffle. But let me just address these two. So we've got a green tea and a brown tea powder. These are for cooking only. I felt like a lot of people were very confused as to what the products were. These were bought for basically just essentially cooking. So you can make matcha ice cream, you can make hojicha ice cream or mochi or whatever. I love cooking, so these were super ideal presents for myself and for my family really. Bought this at the matcha shop at the Shinjuku station. Both of these and the matcha powder I'm about to show you, I bought it all there. So if you guys do follow all the Instagram and TikTok trends, it's a good place to bookmark, because they do sell other things other than matcha powder. Please be aware of that. Of course I bought it, matcha powder. This is from Kyoto Uji matcha powder. I didn't go overboard. I feel like everyone did, and it was quite scary actually. But this is great. This is about 50, this is 150 grams of matcha powder. A little bit more expensive unfortunately, because it's a big chunk. I don't think that's the best grade by the way. I'm not too sure because I don't read the language, so it's very hard for me to judge. But I did buy this at Shinjuku station at the matcha shop. Very cool. This is 30 grams, premium grade, and I think this is something I'm gonna savor for a while. Now you probably won't believe me that these are mint boxes. They're not mint by tradition, but they're mint on the basis of the branding, I guess. They are mouth freshener sort of sweets, and they're really cool. So you just tap it, try again, there you go, and it delivers you one on the door, and you just grab it, and none of them comes out. Like, you just grab this. This is a great segue from food to kitchenware. So we did explore Kappabashi Street, and I highly recommend everyone to go there. I was super worried about the weight of our suitcases, that it just didn't give us too much room to like budge. So I got little things, still cool, I think. First one is the tongs. Now this is tend to be used for different things. You can do it for like frying. So if you're frying things and you want to pick up and you're not very good with like chopsticks, it has great control because of the ridges inside. So you just literally just pick things up. Great for plating if you're very posh and fancy, but stainless steel, super cheap. 750 yen for this. You wouldn't be paying that in London. So I grabbed 2, one for me and one for my grandparents. I don't know the Japanese word for this, but it's a wasabi grater. And you're wondering, Caitlin, you don't eat that much wasabi. Why would you need one? Hold up. This palette here is such a useful utensil, because if you like finely grated ginger, garlic, anything for your soups, or anything that you're trying to have such a mellow flavor without being so intense, this is your guy. And I also got a really cute brush that goes with it. Again, really cool, swanky, but like tiny souvenirs that doesn't cost too much. I will recommend something, I will suggest something though. With these sort of things, please do your research in terms of which shop is the most valuable for you. So you might be trekking back and forth. There are two roads running parallel to one another. You might find that they are competitive. You might find that some stores are a little bit more expensive than others, and they all have the same packaging, just different prices. So it's all about research. Now this came at 2,800 yen. If it's more expensive, you might be ripped off. If it's cheaper, I got ripped off. That's how it works. The favourite thing that I bought is the bread tin. I don't know why this brought me so much joy. This is a stainless steel square box tin, and this is what they make the square or the famous square breads in. I thought I bought one. This is a medium size. There is larger and there's also tiny ones. The reason why I got this is because I love baking those breads, but I find myself really like stuck in terms of getting a perfect loaf. I did get one because these weigh so much, and ideally I would have loved 3, so it made like the actual dough more practical and efficient to bake. One will have to do now. I will go back and get the other 2 later on. The final thing that I want to show you for the kitchenware or Kapabashi street shopping is the matcha set I bought. This is literally what everyone is searching for. I can't explain to you how many people were just literally trying to find this one particular whisk. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, every shop had this same brand, different prices. And the important thing here is research again. Now, honestly, to keep this pretty much protected, I wrap this around so many clothings just in case. Matcha spoon, a little spoon for the matcha. Nothing crazy. The crazy part is this part. I bought a whole set. I thought if I'm gonna go to Japan, I'm gonna do it properly, I'm gonna do it well. I've got the whisk holder, really cute. It's kind of like the sort of the royal colors. It's really cool, and it's also completely hollow. You want the water to drip all the way through because you don't want it to get moldy, and essentially the brush sits on top of this. And then finally, the bowl. I did do a lot of research on the bowl. You want this base to be completely smooth. Reason being is that you don't want to destroy the whisk, and when you're doing it back and forth, you're gonna find resistance anyway because of the liquid. You're not gonna want resistance on the brush, and also I don't fancy replacing the whisk anytime soon, especially as a noob. I've never done this before. I normally buy my matcha from a coffee shop. I can't explain to you how stunning the detail is. And I got the little lip to pour it for ease, and also the complete set has this gorgeous finish, both of them, and I thought it was really cute to have these match. Again, this was, the bowl's 3,000, so it's about £15, and then this was about 1,200, which is about £6. So if you think about it, I paid less than 30 quid for the whole thing. I'm gonna confess something. We listen and we do not judge. Right, so we went to Japan for one specific reason. There was a Star Wars convention, and it was a Star Wars celebration for 2025. Brilliant moment, it was awesome. That was the sole reason why we were there. So I got some merch. The first thing is Ahsoka's pin badge. Okay, so it's pretty cool. I'd say it's pretty cool, really. Pretty phenomenal work. The quality's amazing. It's metal, and of course it's got the Lucasfilm license, so of course it's a legit. But what I will say is a lot of the things that we bought there was far more expensive after the event, which I didn't even think that could be. But some of these tops I bought 3 or 4 times the amount. So this is this badge is Huan, and I got another Ahsoka badge because, well, you can tell who I like, really. I am very predictable, but very cool. And then there's several lanyards I got, which I don't have it all here, but the main one is from the Star Wars celebration. Pretty cool lanyard, to be honest with you. And then I'm gonna jump straight into the tops because this bit is probably not the bit that you're caring about, but I'm gonna add it in anyway. So the first one is probably one of my favorite ones because it's so cute. Look at that. It is Grogu. This is Grogu in a ramen bowl. How cute. Very fun. And again, please do size up in clothing, because Japanese people are tiny and their clothing also tiny. So we did size up to 2XL so I can wear it loose fitted. But a lot of people did struggle with that, and they did have to try it on and then actually get sized properly. I got Bad Batch, another really cool, awesome tee. By the way, the collabs for these art pieces and like the Japanese references, so ingenious. I can't explain to you how gorgeous everything is, and everything is like properly done with really good, excellent quality. These were £25. I can't imagine what they are costing right now in eBay. Japanese is known for their baseball just as much as America, and this is like a nice, this is like a really cool collab between the two culture. It's Japanese, this is Japan 2025 for Star Wars, for the Star Wars celebration. They did a baseball jersey. That is so cool. And because we didn't get to see like any of the games or any sports, and I felt so frustrated because we couldn't get tickets, we couldn't go and see the sumo wrestling live either. So I think this is a good compensation for it. And it's got blossoms, and on the sleeves it's got there's the other side, sorry, it's got Vader on it. And I just thought, you know what, it's a good middle ground, but properly gutted that we didn't get to see any sports event. We love sports, and not to be able to get an opportunity to do the baseball or the sumo. Ugh. Next Japanese itinerary we're putting on there, because I felt so annoyed that we missed that out. We got Baymax. I love Baymax. Look how cute. And I got black hair as well, so this is really suitable for it holding on to my hair. But I thought this was really cool, look. Yeah, this is really cool. These are obviously unique to Tokyo. We went to Tokyo DisneySea, and I got some other bits as well. So we got like popcorn tongs, and this is a, well, I'll show you, look. These are a dish set. So it's like a rice bowl with soup, but as you can see, they love their gachas over there. You don't know what it is. There's no design, it doesn't tell you, you can't tell the weight. And if anyone's smart enough to tell me what the weight is, please go ahead. There was no telling of what the weight is here. Anyway, I need to open this up, so let me show you guys. You guys get to see it first time as well. So this is Baymax. How cute. And obviously like it's a lid as well, so you're meant to have that. Look at that, just a little bowl. Tiny one bowl. How cute is that? And it's got a little tail. Oh, so cute. Worth it. Have you ever seen a Waitrose bag full of gachas? I'm going to roughly show you all of them because it's going to be a long video. First two, honestly, didn't come through a gacha machine. It came via sushi, a conveyor belt sushi. So you go to Kura Sushi, it's basically a sushi conveyor belt. Awesome place. The game plan is every 15 plates you get one. That's all it is. And I thought these were awesome. of course I love Beauty and the Beast. These are awesome. Where's the camera? Beauty and the Beast ones. They're all sleeping. There's the Beast, the clock, and Chip and his mum. The next ones are Star Wars based because I'm clearly a Star Wars lover. We've got the Sith, and then we've got the Mandalorian. Sith and Mandalorian, pretty cool. By the way, there were 8 to collect, and I've got both the special ones. I've got the Senate, which is pretty swanky. It also looks like the Zelda symbol, and then the First Order. The next trinkets or amulets that I want to talk about is the claw grab machine. I am so pathetically rubbish at this machine that the first try I got this. I'm pretty sure this is a really good pull from my perspective. This is Snoopy. We only tried once for this. Amazing. Every other go after that we failed so tremendously, we just left disappointed and went on to go and grab some onigiri. Okay, so I'm not a patch girl, but Japan has got me in a weird hold for patches. We've got this, which is the lucky cat, the little like lanterns, but this has got 4 pieces and you basically just iron it onto your like jacket or jeans or whatever you want to put it on. I thought these were so cool. We also bought some other Tokyo ones, Star Wars ones as well, both of which very, very, very good value. I think it's so cool because you can get these from like stationery, you can get these from stationery shops like Loft and things like that, so they're not too expensive. So please do watch out, and if you love stationery, Loft is the one. I'm telling you, several floors, you get so many crazy bits, including amazing prices on watches, cameras, glasses, crazy amount. Now this is the last bit for trinkets and amulets and stuff. This is something that, you know, some of you might care about, some of you won't. Coming from a Buddhist family, this was something that I really did care about, and I have it in a Ziploc bag. This is in a Ziploc bag just because I'm just worried that water might spill on it, and also a number of reasons. I want to keep it clean. Now you can get one of these. These are like your fortune teller, a bit like the cookie, but this is kind of cooler. You shake a metal or bamboo like box, so you shake, and then it should draw out one number, and that should be the sort of fortune that you are opening up. I won't read you mine because that's nosy. These are called amamori, and they're like little amulets. This one's for, like, you know, preventing or protecting from misfortune. I thought this was really cool. The details on these are gorgeous. This is from Meiji Jingu, and I think it also means the same thing actually. Really awesome little trinkets, and it's great to send off or as a gift for loved ones, especially if you're worried about them. We got our family, like, you know, the health one, good job one, everything like that. And then finally this. Now this is a little book that you get signed by each temple that you go to. We were in Kamakura for this, and it's gorgeous. And basically they sign it by hand for you, and essentially each of them reflects also the temple that you've been to, specific blessings and meanings. But it's just a genuinely cool and unique way to collect memories from each temples, and sort of as a culture thing but also an education thing. I thought it was really cool. Another temple, and again we went to 3, so we were very busy with that, is the Tsuji temple next to the Tsuji market, and it's incense. Now incense is just massive in Japan, like just as much as all the other things that I was showing you, like in terms of food and stuff. It's massive. Now I want to show you something. I'm gonna open the box. I already seen this because I just think this is so clever. So in the box, each individual incense box has their own incense holder, and it's a little tablet, and literally just put it in there and that's it. How clever is that? And you just put it down, put the incense in, and it's also made out of wood. This is really cool. The whole box and casing is made out of wood, which is very clever. It just means that everything can be preserved. And honestly, they smell so different to the incense that we get over here. Beauty. Not makeup, because I do not wear any makeup, but beauty. I'm planning to make a separate video on trying all the beauty bits from Japan, starting with the mask. Now, the mask, I got the Perfect Whipped and the Vitamin C one. I just thought these were so cool because why is it like the uniqueness of their product it's just strange, because I know I've got my own face wash. I currently use the Lizelle one, but their face wash is so unique, and I'll show you why. It's like meringue. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's just so weird texture wise. Other than face wash, I got, of course, the most popular and trending, currently trending, face mask. I've got the V100, which is so cool that they have more than one mask in there. It feels such a waste if you only had like one mask, but it's really thick, and it's got lots of like really cool like ingredients that like really helps concentrate to like repair, rejuvenate your face. Naturally, I got the rice one because I was so intrigued. This was so well spoken of that I just felt like I couldn't help but get it. I wish I got the rice face product where you do the face wash, but that's for another day, another time. And then finally for face products, because I really didn't go crazy on it, is collagen. I bought some collagen powder because over here it's only sold in tablets and in gummy form. Gummy form I don't feel like it's doing a great deal because the proportion of collagen is very low, whereas the pills, they're really hard to get down and digest. I struggle with the pill just getting stuck in my chest. Might be something that you guys are very familiar with. If not, it's just a me problem really. I bought a towel hat. I did not try it when I got there because it was sealed. Look how small it is. Look how cute it is. I thought this was so cool. I got two actually. I got this one and I got a yellow one. A yellow Hello Kitty character, which I don't remember the name for. And you're meant to basically put your hair up and then it dries in the towel. But I didn't realise Japanese heads are so tiny. This is filled to the brim with my head and it's only stuck there and I got that much to go. So you're gonna get one. Please be prepared for that. So if you're feeling like race for time, that you can't go to Don Quixote for any reason, your pharmacy is your best friend. The beauty store, similar to your Boots and Superdrugs, also your best friend. Really good value as well. And remember, Don Quixote is not always the solution because their pricing can vary hugely from product to product. Some things are really cheap and something can be a little bit more expensive than others. Only in Japan will they have this. Of course I bought the honey product. I mean, why wouldn't you? People kept talking about it and it really I'm probably the most easy influence person there is, because I just like, why do I need this? I already got really good shampoo and shower gel over here, but it smells amazing. The packaging looks cool. Yeah, I'm easily tricked, as you can tell. These products are more practical based in aesthetic. So the first one is from Honey, which is the same company as the shampoo and conditioner. But I thought this was so cool that they sold these sort of things. I've been looking for this in the UK and they do similar things. They are gel based, but this is meant to basically be not too sticky and it's meant to hold down all the baby hairs, as you can see here. It's going to hold it all down without being too oily. That's the plan anyway. And the other two that I've got is a balm. So it's like a lip balm style. At last minute, I just thought, you know what? Let's give it a try. It must be good. The rating is unreal. It's 4.8 out of 5, which means it must be really good. But I've got 3 to try, so I'm going to give it like a bit of a mix and match. So this is hair oil. And this was so incredibly valued. 600 yen I bought for this. 3 quid for hair oil. My current hair oil has argan oil in it as well. It's from Beauty Works. Great product. I love it so much. It's 11 quid. And I think it's moving on to 12 quid soon because of the cost of inflation or something like that. Next one is the hair mask. I did not buy the little tubes to save on plastic and waste. This was a great way. I have loads of pots left over to like decant, so you just squeeze that in, use it whenever, and repeat again. Here's all the clothes and shoes I bought from Japan. If you can't tell already, Japan is a clothing, shopping, food haven. I'm gonna start off with Uniqlo. This was the last hat in the Uniqlo in the airport, and yes, there is one in the airport. So if you're worried that you couldn't catch anything or you didn't grab anything from the actual massive flag store Uniqlo in Ginza or anywhere else, you've got the airport as a last resort, and it has tax reduction on it, so very nice. And I just got these really swanky tops. They're like, again, sized up because unfortunately the sizing is a little bit tiny in back compared to here. So like the price, so this is an XL where I'm normally a medium to large, so like this had to be sized up for that very reason. But again, the quality is amazing for 990 yen. What else did I get? I got 2 more UTs, all from the Louvre like collection, because I thought these are really cool, and again, good quality. And I'm gonna show you the final one and shut up. Right, again, this is really cool. Really nice prints as well, and I'm gonna give them a wash. I'm gonna start wearing them because it's summertime now. A lot of you guys are thinking, okay, cool, how about like high-end stuff? Why don't you check out my Family Mart socks? There are 2 colorways that I really wanted and I only got one of them. I got the actual Family Mart color, but there was the chicky, you know, the red, orange and yellow one. I couldn't find it in the local Family Mart to me round Ginza. Bit gutted, but these are pretty cool. I'd say I got 2 of these actually. They're really nice, and the quality and thickness of these socks are sublime. They're super thick, and it's for convenience wear as well. This one's from a brand which I will link down below. I can't pronounce it. It's Puebco or Puebco. It's basically Puebco. Don't know how to pronounce that. But this bag I got from there, and it's like repurposed army material canvases, and it's so cool. It's very like Western fused with Asian styles, but it's a massive bag. Great to fit everything you need, specifically, and this is why I think shopping, picnic, or like anything that are like not your laptop and keys. And I'll tell you why. So this is more of like one of those like storage / handy bags that you might not fit in your car or something, because look at the spacing. It's unreal how much spacing you have in here, right? But the best part is this. Look at that. Look at that. The bag opens up to be a nice little blanket, a little like picnic little seating bit, so you don't get your bum wet just when you're on the grass somewhere in the UK. I thought that was so cool. I also got the apron as well, and then the apron again, beautifully done, and it's so cool. And I can't explain to you how rugged and how misshapen and sort of like stiff top like this material is. It's gonna be so cool, like so cool cooking in this. And it's still got some of like the little like stamps it's got here. Look at that. Final garment is a noragi. I think this is worn by like people who work in the field or like thingy, but I might be wrong. It might be a Hawaii or Horari or Harari. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering this, but it's a beautiful indigo piece, and I literally bought it in the market. It was nothing like, no shop or anything spectacular, but I just love this. Just amazing for the summer. I love the added features like the cross stitching for like movement and stuff. So I think this is a noragi, just because it looks like a working item rather than a sort of something that you put on top of a kimono. But I'm pretty sure you guys can correct me if I was wrong. Honestly, super pretty. Again, the value of these things, that was £15 or something. You can get little bits for good value if you do your research. I think that's probably the emphasis of it. Now the final thing I'm going to show you is the shoes, because if anything I've shown you so far, I am so easily influenced that I literally telling you to get it is literally an irony, because I did get it. There's no rules as to which one you get, but I wanted to get the colorway that was probably least seen in the UK. So I got the Onitsuka Mexico 66. And of course I got the Kill Bill one, or you can either say Kill Bill or the Bruce Lee outfit, whatever you see fit really, but I just think this is amazing. The other ones I did buy is the silver ones, because you just don't see these around. You don't see people wearing these like this sort of metallic color. And when I say metallic color, they had all sorts of metallic colors. They had bronze, they had pink, they had red, they had black. They're just so cool. And I think genuinely, if you were to bring back anything, try and bring back things that they don't have over here, is what I tell myself, because I couldn't buy these over here without costing an arm and a leg, because each one of these cost each one of these cost £150 in the UK, and I bought literally 2 pairs for the cost of 140 in Japan, which meant that these were 70 quid each. So these are so worth. Even if you didn't like the Onitsuka Tigers, you should go for like at least Nikes, Adidas, things like that, New Balances, because the value of the shoes are like way cheaper. I'm really sorry if you sat through that, but it was really crucial to show you guys all those bits, because for me it was really hard to find videos that specified certain things that were value or not good value, especially being new to like going to Japan for the first time. It can be also overwhelming, especially the number of things that they actually sell over there. It is a shopping haven for anyone who loves shopping, and if you don't, go there for food or culture or whatever. Now, If there is anything I'm missing, and I think I am missing a great deal of stuff, please do leave in the comments down below to help others out. I'm also going to list out all the shops that I bought things for. So I'm going to list all the items and then obviously showcase where the shops are. I don't think I'm going to remember all the value or how many I don't think I'm going to add the value or how much money it was because I don't remember. But fortunately, a lot of the stuff that I bought are not that expensive. So you don't have to buy everything I've bought. You might buy pickets or stuff, but this is within my budget. So obviously stick to your budget. As always, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out. It also lets me know that you've actually enjoyed this video as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. And if you are going to Japan, I'm very jealous of you. I'm going to love you, leave you. Mwah.